right, David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Nets, we've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Aldridge in at the center. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. And the three off target.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here is Harden following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Aldridge. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's Covington. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Larry Nance has checked in for Robert Covington. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Powell for three. Here's Nurkic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Powell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Lillard on top. Guarded by KD. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Here's Irving. Basket counts.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by one. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example of that. Somebody that's going to come for your lunch. And that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Pass to Zeller. Here's Little. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
The tray. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Love it. KD firing away right now. Has the confidence and the touch and buries those triples. Sometimes it comes in bunches.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for Little, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Nurkic checked in for Portland.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Harden against Lillard. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Trailblazers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career. He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest?
Yes.
No. He's just another level player at that position with the ball.
You said no. Did you forget about Isaiah Thomas? Steph Curry? Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare with. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent. Evan and Ja both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
And this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. Right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
1:11 left in the third quarter. And here's Harden. He has 7. The wide open look for Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
To the inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Harris. That's leading by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And that one's good.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
On deep. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. And there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Three-pointer, Lillard. They get it again. Chris pass to Zeller. And that one goes long. That's leading by 6. side. Fires for three. Chris with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Zeller kicks to Chris. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Timeout called, the Nets. They lead by 5. 1:07 left in the game. Entirely new group here for Portland. Norman Powell's checked in for Zeller. Collum comes in for Marquise Chris. Nurkic checked in for Nance. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony Simon. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And Covington sends it back. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Nurkic can't hit. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch. Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. To take the lead. Bullseye!
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. It's the first, and that ties the game up.
The amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts. And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Time called here. The Blazers decide they're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Durant way out. He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
I can't believe it. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.